Good morning everyone. In the last class, I gave you certain assignment questions. I hope all have written the answers of that questions. Today, we are going to discuss with the in-text questions of chapter 1. First take page 3 of your textbook. The first question, which of the following are matter? You know that matter is that object that possesses mass and occupies space. In this, which are the objects that possess mass and occupy space? We can see chair, air, almonds, cold drink. The answer. Then second one, give reason. The smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away, but to get the smell from the cold food, you have to go close. What's the answer? You know that the particles of hot food, it possesses large kinetic energy, and also the diffusion rate, it is high, or we can say it can diffuse in air rapidly and can reach several meters away. But if it is the cold food, there is less kinetic energy and it takes time, or it is not able to reach several meters of away. It is not able to reach several meters of away. Now, third one. A diver is able to cut through water in a swimming pool. Which property of matter does this observation show? You know that the particles of matter, they have space between them. Here, the particles of water, it have intermolecular space, and the force of attraction between the water molecules, it is weak. It is this property of water that attributes to easy diving. Then, last question, what are the characteristics of particles of matter? This question already I gave you. Which are the characteristics? The first one, particles of matter have intermolecular space between them. Second property, particles of matter are continuously moving. And the third property, particles of matter, they attract each other. These are the three properties of the particle. These are the three characteristics of the particles of matter. And the next page, it is in page 6. The first one, you have to arrange them according to the increasing order of density. First one, exhaust from the chimneys. Why? Because the exhaust which is coming from the chimneys, it's the hot air, so the density will be less. And air. Then the third one, cotton, and fourth one, water, and fifth one, honey, sixth one, chalk, and the seventh, the last, the most dense, that is iron. Now, second one, tabulate the differences. Already I gave you that question also in your from the textbook. I told you to write the answers. That is the characteristics of states of matter. First one, rigidity. You know that solids, they are highly rigid, but liquid, they are less rigid, and gas, they are not at all rigid. And compressibility, and in case of solids, it is negligible, and in liquids, it is low, but in case of gases, it is high. Third one, fluidity. In solids, they do not flow, but what about liquids? You know that they flow from a higher level to lower level. And what about gases? And they flow in all directions. And next one, filling a gas container. And for solids, they do not need any container. And next one, liquids, they need a container. And what about the gases? They also need a container. The next one, shape. What about solids? We know that they have a definite shape. That's one of the characteristics of solids. Then liquids, it takes the shape of the container in which it is taken. And gases, they do not have any definite shape. Next it is kinetic energy. Solids possess least kinetic energy, and liquids more than that of the solids, and the gases, it possess maximum kinetic energy. And density, in solids it is the maximum, and liquids less than solids, and in gases it is least denser. Is that clear? Now, What about give reasons? Next question, third one. A gas fills completely the vessel in which it is kept. So you know that in case of gases, the kinetic energy possessed by the gas particles, it is very high, and that allows them to move randomly across all directions in the container. And it has large intermolecular spaces, and as a result of that, the intermolecular force, it is negligible. So it can fill the entire space of the vessel. The next question, a gas exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Same reason, you know that gas possesses large or high kinetic energy, and due to which these particles are continuously moving. And during this motion, what happens? They hit the walls of the container. As a result of that, it exerts the pressure. Now see, a wooden table would be called a solid. You know that a wooden table possesses all the characteristics of a solid, such as it has a definite shape and size, the molecules are closely packed, and as a result of that, maximum intermolecular attraction, and it is rigid and it cannot be compressed. A table possesses all this, a wooden table possesses all these characteristics. That's why wooden table is considered as a solid. Then last one, we can easily move our hand in air, but to do the same through a solid block of wood, we need a karate expert. Molecules of gases, they are loosely packed as compared to solid particles which are densely packed. And that's why we are easily, due to this loose packing of the molecules, we can easily move our hands and able to break the force of attraction. Then what about in solids? The molecules are closely packed, so force of attraction is high. So that's why we need a karate expert so that he can exert large amount of force. Then next question. The liquids generally have lower density as compared to solids, but you must have observed that ice floats on water. Find out why. Water, when it is water expands when it is subjected to freezing, and you know this leads to a decrease in density. As a result of that, the density decreases, and for a given mass of ice, this ice will have more volume compared to that of liquid water. So as being lighter, what happens? The ice floats on water. So that's all about the questions which is given in page 6. Now we can move on to the next page, that is page 9. First question, convert the following temperature to Celsius scale. First one, 300 Kelvin. We know that 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. So then how to convert Kelvin to degree Celsius? You have to subtract 273. So from first 300 minus 273, we get 27 degrees Celsius. B, 573 Kelvin. 573 minus 273 will give you 300 degrees Celsius. Second question, what is the physical state of water at 250 degrees Celsius? 250 degrees Celsius means it's above the boiling point of water. So definitely it will be in gaseous state. And what about 100 degrees Celsius? You know that 100 degrees Celsius, water starts boiling. So some water will exist in water state and some gets converted to vapor. So we can say that it would be present in both liquid and gaseous state. And third one, for any substance, why does the temperature remain constant during the change of state? In the activity we have already seen, even if you supply the heat, then also the temperature remains the same. That time I told you where this heat has gone. This heat is used up in converting the change of the state of matter, not for increasing the temperature. Next question, suggest a method to liquefy atmospheric gases. That also we have seen. Gases can be converted to liquids by two methods. Either by increasing the pressure of gases and otherwise by decreasing temperature. In both the ways, gases can be converted to liquids. Okay, we'll move on to the next page, that is page 10, which is the last page of the index questions. First one. Why does a desert cooler cool better on a hot, dry day? You know that on a hot, dry day, the temperature is high and the humidity is also less. So as a result of that, better evaporation takes place, and high levels of this evaporation, it can provide better cooling effect. Why? Because of the high temperature and also less humidity. Then next question. Why does the water kept in an earthen pot become cool during summer? An earthen pot, it has small pores in its walls. And you know, these tiny pores, it facilitates the penetration of water, and as a result of that, the evaporation takes place. And the energy required for this evaporation, it is taken up from the water molecule, water which is present in the earthen pot. As a result of that, the water becomes cool. Is that clear? So once again, what about the earthen pot? It has small pores, and these tiny pores facilitate the penetration of water, and there hence the evaporation from the pot surface. Then the energy which is required for this evaporation is taken up from the water which is present in the pot. So as a result of that, the water becomes cool. The next one. Why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone or petrol or perfume on it? This question already I gave you to write the reason. And when you keep some acetone, petrol or perfume on our palm, we feel cold. You know that these three substances, they are volatile substances. What are volatile substances? Easily evaporating substances. When they evaporate, they take heat from our palm. That's why our palm feel cold. Next one. Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from a saucer than a cup? We already studied the factors affecting evaporation. In that, the first factor, exposed surface area. You know that in a saucer, the surface area is more than that of a cup. So, evaporation will take place in a faster rate. As a result of that, the tea becomes cool than the tea which is taken in a cup. So, we will be able to sip it in a faster way. What type of clothes should we wear in summer? Which type of clothes do you prefer in summer? Yes, that is light colored clothes and also cotton clothes. Why light colored clothes? You know that light colored always reflect the heat. It never absorbs the heat. So it reflects the heat. That's why we prefer light colored clothes. And why cotton? Cotton, it's a good absorber of water, and it helps in absorbing the sweat and exposed to the atmosphere for easy evaporation. Is that clear? So these are the answers that we have already discussed. Then you write the answers in your notebook and keep it ready. Same type of questions are there in your exercise also. Try to find out the answers of that questions and complete that in your notebook. Okay, thank you.